Hello guys and welcome back to SRL. We are here for round 12 of the championship. We are here for the Canadian Grand Prix. As you can see, we are in Q1 now, where we do have a full, well, not full grid, but we have more than 15 drivers, which I will get to in a minute. So there's not a lot of things to really talk about in this opening session. I will have the track facts once we start going, and we have some new-ish drivers. As you can see on your screens now, we have F1R Andrew. That was GRT Andrew, I believe, but I believe he hasn't raced under this game attack so far. But yes, he is back for this race. Not sure if he's going to be here for the rest of the season, but I'm sure we will find out soon. We have CRE Ethan as well. He's a new driver in the Williams, and Tom Clark as well. And I believe that is all. We do have Bradford back as well, who wasn't here last week as he was too busy doing whatever else he was doing. I don't actually know. But yes, that is us. We are here again. I just need to see who's... I believe that is going to be Bonge. It is indeed. Obviously helping his teammate to his championship this season. I do have to keep an eye on his internet today though. So hopefully that is fine. So to go through the track facts, it opened up in 1978, crowd capacity of 100,000, at a length of 2.710 miles, otherwise known as 4.361 kilometers. There's 13 turns. I don't think this track has actually changed at all from its layout, from what I understand. Last season's pole is a 108.871. That was from Despair. Last season's winner was Let Joe. And the lap record in real life was a 113.076. That was Bottas in 2019, and the last in real life pole time was a 1 minute 10.240. That was also done in 2019 from Sebastian Vettel. And Bonge, going through the Wall of Champions there, his collection looking pretty decent tonight compared to what it was yesterday in RF1. Bonge looking to impressed with his return to SRL. Obviously a few weeks ago he had his first DNF in quite a while, I would say. But yeah, he's doing very well. Still within the championship fight, but he's already said that he's looking forward to next season. I've always spoken about next season a few times. Oh, we have I think that was a Haas round of Gangster Owl having a bit of a spin. So Bonge being quick to avoid that. Very good from Bonge. We've got no one currently watching, I don't think. Otherwise, it's just me talking to myself. We've got another... Oh, and Havoc is out of qualifying. I'm not sure how he's done that. Sonic has left the session. Oh, there he is. Bonge getting well out the way, but it's not going to be a great lap from the Alfa Romeo driver. Havoc is already out of qualifying. Paper Stream having to avoid the car, but luckily for him, the car disappeared as soon as he was coming round. We have the Red Bull of F1R Andrew coming to the line, but he has invalidated his first lap. Still on board with the championship leader. Cannot win the championship this week, but if he wins, I believe he can win it in Bahrain, which I believe is next week, as FRT Clark isn't here this weekend, unfortunately. Reese coming into the Wall of Champions now, so Reese doing very well to claim his first Drivers' Championship. Signed up for next season as well, goes on pole position at the moment. I believe Bonge is gearing up for yet another lap, so we'll ride on board with him a little bit later on down into his time. Neon Shockers, a little bit of lag there. Doesn't seem to be bothering him all too much. We'll get on board with Andrew, who's on a lap himself. Obviously hasn't raced here in a couple of months due to other commitments to other leagues, but he is here for this week. As I said, not sure if he's going to be here for the rest of the week, for the rest of the season or not. That was obviously down to him. F1R Andrew to the line. It should put him on P2. Bonge has come in. Paper Stream, I think, is going for another lap here. Oh, sorry for that. Let's get on board with Neon Shockers. Actually, he is on a lap. Tazonik has rejoined the session. I did that yesterday and nearly put myself into a wall. Who's about to start a lap? I believe Reese is on another lap here. And he goes even quicker with a 109.5. And he's showing dominance here tonight. Looking very good. We've got one of the new drivers, Tom Clark. Everyone on the softs. Is anyone on a lap? I think Neon Shockers is. No, he's starting a lap. He's just invalidated as well. Not going well for him. Let's go on board with RSF1 Hunt actually, as he's on a lap now. Bradford also out. Brando looking to get a decent result here. Got a yellow flag for Neon Shockers, I believe. He may have run out of fuel. Obviously 3 DRS zones around this track to provide hopefully some good overtakes, but we will find out soon, I would say. And F1R Andrew has retired in the pits, so there's no need to worry. When he feels like he's done enough, I would say that he has, seen as Havoc, as it will be starting from last position. RSF1 Hunt through the final chicane, DRS wide open. Let's see what this first line is going to be. It's a 111.4. Paper Stream on even more laps here, and I believe that is Bonge back out on track. It is indeed. We'll get on board with him a little bit later. Let's see if Neon Shockers, he's not on a lap. Gangster Hour is though, and I think he invalidated his first lap, so we'll jump back on board with him a little bit later. Neon Shockers purple in sector 1, whether that's an actual true sector, I have no idea, because this game is absolutely rubbish. Looking a little bit wide there, taking all the space he needs. Got both Alpha Tauris next to each other. I think Despair is gearing up for a lap, I think, unless that was Despair. Neon Shockers onto the grass, nearly hitting RSF1 as well. I'm not really sure what happened there. But Bonge. Oh, I think that's Neon Shockers lagging. Bonge into the Wall of Champions. Well, not into the Wall of Champions, but through it. And Bonge to the line. Let's see what this can do. The second driver into the 109s. That's a 109.7 from both Alpha Romeos on top. Gangster Bradford goes up to P4, I just noticed. And I believe Gangster Owl has got himself up into... Oh, and Bradford's just died. But he was. So he's also out now. What the fuck, the lag on Neon is a joke. Yeah, I know. Brando getting a bit of a toe from his teammate here. Despair probably doing what he usually does and not doing a lap until near the end. Give his teammate plenty enough toe though, gets well out of the way. Brando into the Wall of Champions now, DRS wide open. It's going to be our third person into the 109s. Oh, both separated by 2 tenths though. Quite interesting to see. Tom Clark, Hanson, Ethan on track yet. Neither have we seen Richard and Taz. I'm sure we will soon. Now, I don't know the pace of Ethan and Tom, so it's going to be a bit of a mystery for me. He's got quite a nice helmet there, looks kind of Romanian, I think. Oh, he's clobbered into the wall, not sure how he's got away with that though. It's going to be a 1:10.5. So it puts him up into 5th. We've got 5 crown. Is invalidated. Bond retires in the pits. Despair now, I think getting the toe off his teammate now. But Despair being Despair, not on an actual lap. Brando getting well out of the way. Brando peels into the pits. Not sure when we're going to see actually Despair settle up. Definitely doesn't, I mean, he'll have to settle up, but it doesn't really necessarily have to be a great one. He struggles with his lag. Probably best to try and avoid him as much as you can out on track. I don't know where he is, bro. Oh, but to say you don't know where he is, I was like, well, he's on track, but I know what you mean. Ooh, Despair nearly losing the rear end there. Got Tazonic out on track behind 5 crown. As Al retires, I believe, in the pits. Yes, he has. There's only one Haas out on track, so we've already lost 2 drivers from this session. That being Bradford and Havoc. Obviously, Bradford still recovering from his broken hand. We've got Despair about to set it up. There we go. That's probably his running done, I would imagine. Simo has retired in the pits as well. I thought he was retired on track then. Would have been a disaster for him, but obviously he would have moved down to the end. Told you, I got no chance in the race. 5 crown through the wall of champions, followed by his teammate who's about to start his lap. 5 crown goes P6, got on board with his teammate. And Richard now out on track. Oh, I think that was Ethan then coming out. Don't think he got in the way of Tazonic. Tazonic's still on his lap, so I'd imagine he wasn't. With a brilliant drive from Tazonic last week to, I believe, finish P2. Probably one of the best drivers this season. Wouldn't say driver of the season, but he's definitely been up there. Richard has just started his lap, so we'll get on board with him, I believe, next, as he will be the next driver to finish the lap. And Ian Shockers has put himself up into P3. Tazonic now coming into the wall of champions. DRS wide open. Let's see where he's going to put him at 1:11.3. Not the quickest of the laps. Ethan starts his lap. Let's go on board with Rich. Misses the apex by a country mile, but through the corner he goes. We've got a bit of a lag on the stream apparently. Shouldn't be all too much. Oh, we've got I think Ethan has spun. He has. What is group chat saying? Neon Sugars has shit connection. I know he has. I've always seen it, don't worry. Richard with a 1:13.9. Looks like he's going to be trying to get Gangster out. Ethan, I would imagine, with no front wing at all. He has no front wing. But technically he could just finish his lap, but I wouldn't risk it. We've got 5 and Taz still doing some laps. 5 Crown stays out though. That tyre in the middle of the road must be fairly distracting. 5 Crown improves, but stays P7. RSF 100 back out on track, up by a tenth in the first sector. Braking very early for that corner, not getting the line he probably wanted through there. See what is, yeah, he's down on his time now. That's probably because of that. That's probably one of the reasons why. The spare still going round. The last time RSF 100 was behind the spare when he was doing his laps, he caused an incident between the both. Hopefully we don't see that again. Spare probably just doing a few practice runs, I would imagine. Wouldn't imagine we'll see anything from him fairly quick. RSF1 doesn't improve, stays P9. 5 Crown still setting the timesheets alive. Whether this puts him higher up, it was 4 tenths up, so a little bit wide through there, but he didn't get the traction that he needed. But he does improve by 2 tenths, stays P7 though. Now a tenth off Tom Clark. Still waiting for Ethan, who's on his way up. Paper Stream retires in the pits. RSF 100 down by a second, so he won't be improving on this lap whatsoever. But I'd imagine he's probably gearing up for another one, although he's probably very low on fuel, so I wouldn't imagine he'll be doing any more runs this session. 2 minutes to go. Ethan still looking to try and get a lap time on the board. Not really sure what Adam is trying to do. Let's have a ride on board with the spare, who's actually now doing laps by the looks of things. Ooh, nearly puts it into the wall. Up by 2 tenths in the first sector. He's spinning through there. Ethan about to start his lap, and Despair invalidating once again. 5 Crown is now above Tom Clark in P6. Got Brando out on track. Richard retiring in the pits. He's obviously done enough to get through. Still need Ethan to set a time. Brando not 3 tenths, was it 3 tenths up I think? Couldn't really see, to be honest. Despair I know is on an invalid lap. 5 isn't on a lap. Brando is just invalidated. We'll have enough time to go again. Although Ethan, I think this might be his last chance to get a time in here though. What's everyone saying? We're just trying a couple of things on that lap. I need an invite. Got disconnected again. Okay, I'll send you an invite now. Invite. Oh, apparently I can't. Hang on, invite friends. There we go. There you go, mate. Ethan to the line. We've got another. He goes P2. Ethan looking very good here. He's got to spare on a lap, but not on a lap. That's fair enough. And I do believe that is going to be it from us for this session, anyway. Spare comes speeding into the pits. Good thing it is in the race. And that is going to be it from qualifying. I will probably have to wait. Oh no, Ethan's still on a lap. So, Reece Simo, Ethan, Bond, Neil Shockers, Brando, Andrew, 5 Crown, Tom Clark, Tazonic, RSF 100, Despair, Paper Stream gets it out, and Richard all making it through into Q2. And Bradford and Havoc not making it due to crashes out on track. I think Brad spun coming out of the hairpin, and Havoc I don't even know if he actually started the lap. Ethan is going again, but completely backs out. Not really sure what he's doing, but we move. Oh, practice start. So you have to do this on the next game. You have to go into your own grid boxes. That'd be fun to watch people do that. Time for a drink, I think. And there we go. A 10th separates the top 2 drivers. And a whole second separate the top 8. But there we go. And here we are then for Q2. I'd imagine Bond will probably be first out, I'd imagine, as he usually is. And it's not disappointing this time either. Oh, he is actually Gangster. So there'll be, nope, there'll be Williams. So it'll be Tom Clark out on the mediums. So only 4 drivers at this current moment of time going for the mediums. Not exactly sure on strategy around here, but I'd imagine mediums to potentially softs. Tyre wear isn't too bad round here. We've got RSF on Hunt and Despair, I think, moving on to the mediums as well. Tom Clark closely followed by Neon Shockers, who is then followed by Bond, but he's just let, I think, Andrew through. And then we also have the other Williams of Ethan. We've now got both the AlphaTauris and both McLarens coming up the track as well. But here comes Tom Clark to set the first lap of Q2. That's obviously if he gets it not invalid, obviously. Oh, I think he might graze the wall there. Gets away with it though. Obviously a street track. This track. It's a lovely track, to be fair. A lot of people don't really like it, but I mean that's kind of up to them really. I think most of these drivers are actually running number 2. Number 2. Obviously number 2, and then I know 5 runs number 2 as well. So anyways, Tom Clark. So if I was racing, I'd be right at the bottom because I used 95. If people didn't know how that works. Tom Clark chucking it through there. Oh, a little bit sideways on the exit, but keeps it in a straight line. Tom Clark to the line is a 1:10.1. We've got a yellow flag on the thing, and Neil Shockers with a 1:10.1 as well. Bonge to the line, goes pole position with a 109.9. That wasn't too far off his Q1, but Ethan goes even quicker with a 109.5. Let's see his on board with the GOAT, F1R Andrew with a 119.4. I know what he's doing. He's going to be pitting this lap go onto a set of mediums, so we can start on mediums, I'd imagine. A lot of drivers currently out on track. Nearly more than half the grid, I would say. I don't know who's actually going to be setting a lap. I think it's Despair. I can't imagine it being a very quick lap for Despair here. Goes P5. That's what about his teammate on softs. Invalidated this next lap, so he'll have to go again. Paper Stream goes up to P6. Let's have a look at RSF on Hunt. Also invalidated his lap. 5 Crown is on to a very good finish last week, and then he spun. Someone going very slowly into the pits. That's a Haas, so I imagine that's Neon Shockers. 5 Crown to the line, goes P6. Brando still on an invalidated lap. Paper Stream, I think, is gearing up to go again. 5 Crown has abandoned that lap. RSF on Hunt. What have I got? Fastest lap. Let's go with Tom Clark, thinking about going to the softs by the looks of things. I think that was Paper Stream getting well out of the way for his teammate, and it'll be Brando just behind. RSF on Hunt to the line now. Let's see what time he can get on the board. I'd say anything above a 1, below 110. That's not going to be. It's going to be a 1:11.9. I would not say he's very safe there, especially with the likes of Tazonic, Brando, and Reese behind him. And even Gangster might be able to push himself ahead of that time, I would say. Brando lifting through there, not really sure why. Might be due to the dirty air from the McLaren ahead. Probably not happy with that, I would say. But he's finally through. Must have letting his teammate through as well. We've got another yellow flag. That is going to be Adam slowing down. Only 3 cars out on track at the moment. I would imagine we'll probably see a few more cars coming up fairly soon. Still waiting for the championship leader to adventure out onto track. Looks like he's got a bit of competition tonight by the looks of things. Who we got watching? Brad, Havoc, John, Brando, and Adam. Good evening. Brando goes up to P3. Slower than Bonge on the softs. Resimo now adventuring out onto track. Let me put tyre, there we go. Resimo looking to gain pole position here. As I said at the start of the stream, if he wins here, it's basically championship to him. He'll have one hand on the championship. Obviously anything can happen from here out and for the next 3 weeks actually. Paper Stream, I think, has either spun. Has he spun? I think he was just letting people through. That's why everyone loves Paper Stream. He's very considerate of everyone around him. Richard now gearing up for I'm not sure, I think that's Brando going very wide there. Resimo, let's stay on board with him. Looking to, as I said, claim pole. It will definitely help his championship. Taken all of the space that he can. Purple in sector 1 apparently to the game, but he hasn't obviously set a lap time yet. I think we've got Andrew is just behind Reese, so don't really have anyone, so it will be Reese next person to set a lap actually, as I believe that's Brando going fairly slowly. It could be whoever just came to the pit, so it would be Brando. Now Reese thundering his way down I'm not sure how long the straight is, but it's a fairly long straight. Not really a straight, really, is it? Kind of kinks to the right. Reese through the wall of champions. And to the line, can he get pole position? Oh, he's only a 10th off. Maybe a toe from his teammate who's now just coming out of the pits, actually. Oh, it's very close between those two. Richard about to complete his lap. The number 12 car. I can't remember what team he's picked for next season. I think he actually picked Aston Martin, actually. No one's picked Aston Martin. I think he's Alpha Tauri, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Gangster Owl. Oh yeah, 10th ahead of Richard. If Richard comes back into the pit and pops a set of softs on, I'm sure he would love a bit of that. Andrew invalidating a fair few laps here. Tazonic not even wanting to adventure out on the track yet. Who have we got on a lap? The spare, is he on a lap? I think he is. Nearly dying from starting his lap, but didn't look too comfortable through there. And he's straight into the pits. He's not safe there, I would say, especially with... he might be safe, actually. Andrew is about to start that Tazonic adventuring out onto the track with his teammate. Get on board with Bonge. He's currently 2 tenths up. Not enough for pole as of yet, but imagine through the rest of the lap. I wonder if he'll complete the lap though, and he invalidates that one. So he backs right off. Let's go on board with Andrew. Who is on the lap. Ferrari's kind of getting in the way of each other ahead of Bonge there, but Bonge obviously isn't on a lap. Got Brando on a lap. Got Tom Clark back out. Andrew through the chicane. DRS wide open. Let's see what he can do. A 110.5, that goes P8. Is he going to be safe there? I don't think he will be. He might be. I don't know actually. Neon Shockers retires in the pits. He feels like he's done enough. I would say he probably has. So is Ethan. Simo looking to maybe potentially go on to the softs. Brando on the other hand about to finish his lap into... Oh, had a bit of a correction there. Brando pops himself up into P2. Not too far off pole position, but not close enough. But a very slow moving Andrew, I think that is. Tazonic nearly putting himself into the wall there. Tazonic moves himself up into P7. And 5 Crown responds and puts himself up into P5, so Andrew is on the brink of being eliminated here. I don't think there's enough time for him to go again either. Paper Stream has retired. Is that on track? No, he's in the pits. It's RSF1 Hunt who could knock Andrew out. He's 4 attempts up. And that is enough. Richard has left the session. I'll just have to invite him. RSF1 Hunt coming down into the chicane. DRS wide open. Let's see if he can get himself into Q3. He doesn't. How did he? Oh, Andrew has retired. I don't think anyone can really do anything. Reese is about to start his lap. Bonge is on a lap. 5 round looks like he's coming in. Brando has retired in the pits. Tom Clark's session looks to be over as well. He might get round to get another lap in actually. Tazonic also I think it's just starting his lap. Richard is retired in the pits. I wonder if RSF 100 is going to be going again. I don't think he is. He might go again. Bonge through the hairpin. There's a Ferrari, I think it's spun. That'll be Tazonic. Bonge coming into the chicane now. Wall of Champions to his right. Gets right up close and DRS to the line. Could this be pole position? No, it stays P4. Oh, it's very close at the top. And that is going to be it. Tazonic has made it through no matter what. Obviously he had that spin, so I'd imagine he'll be... And Reece Simmer goes even quicker. But we'll be starting on the softs, whereas Ethan will be starting on the mediums, same as Neon Shockers. The only 2 drivers in the top 10 will be starting on those mediums actually. Oh no, I think Andrew actually... Yeah, Andrew and Tom Clark will set their best times on the mediums. So did Andrew actually. And Despair did. Only just making it through there though. And there we have it. That is qualifying completed. Reece Simo, Ethan, Brando, Bonge, 5 round, Neon Shockers, Tom Clark, Tazonic, Despair and Andrew all making it through. Paper Stream, ISO None, Gangster Al and Richard have unfortunately lost their chance to get pole. Just waiting for Bonge to retire. F and Joke should have got through. I'm not sure where you lost all your time because you were up by enough to get through, but we move. Hope everyone is having a lovely evening. I haven't really done all too much today. Ugh. Very chill day, I think. Tomorrow is going to be a bit of a... How do I exit out of the corner as well? I have no idea then. Oh, I'm turning my TV up, I don't want to do that. Frustrate. Huh? I have no idea what that means. Right, here we go. The race for pole. Just waiting for him to load in. There we go. Bonge will be the first one out. Well, he'll try to be the first one out. So everyone else. Oh, Ethan will probably be first out, I'd imagine. Yeah. Then followed by Brando. And then followed by Neon. I think that's then Bonge. No, that's look like Bonge, but obviously not. By Brown also making his way out onto track, but right on board with Ethan. Let's see if obviously Andrew being denied his wins in SRL, probably looking to grab a win here. Apologies if I sound a bit down in the dumps. I'm coming down with something. I'll try not to let that affect my performance tonight. Try and keep it upbeat as I can. Bond's the only, no, it's going to be Reese the only driver not to venture out onto track for the first runs. Just kind of like to leave it a bit late to do his first run, so I don't see him for the next kind of few minutes, I'd imagine. Ethan starting his first lap in Q3. It's been a while since we have done all 3 sessions of qualifying. It's quite nice to do it. Makes the streams a little bit longer, but that's something that I kind of have to deal with. A little bit I prefer the longer streams. Makes me a bit tired. I usually just go straight to sleep after the race is done. But anyway, Ethan, that's what I meant. Had a great excel the last corner. I don't remember, you said for straight as well. I don't know if you meant for straight, like frustrated, or I don't know. That's why I kind of questioned it, because I didn't understand what you actually meant. But here comes Ethan. Only technically 2 corners to go. I think Tasonic is coming back in for some reason. Not exactly sure why. Oh, Ethan getting very close to the wall there. And it's going to be a 109.0 for people to beat. We'll get on board with Neon. Thunderous through there. Let's see what time he can do. It's going to be a 109.4. And then into Tom Clark. Got to cross the line, but he's invalidated his lap time. 5 crown. The next driver to cross the line. It's going to be both Alpha and Mayos. 5 crown. Despair invalidated. Just Brando comes in. So it'll be Bonge across the line next. Oh, he clobbers the wall. That goes P2 anyway, only 2 tenths off. I'm not sure if he's picked up any damage, but he hit the wall fairly hard there. Tasonic coming out the pits. Andrew pops himself up into P4. Tom Clark invalidated. Despair also invalidating yet another lap. I think Brando might have been giving someone a tow. Spun and broke the rear wing on Smart. Oh, okay. That'd explain why you came in. Despair getting well out of the way. Don't know if we've got anyone on a lap. We might have 5 crown on another lap here. He improves, goes up to P4. Despair looking to be gearing up another lap here. Not sure what that white icon, I think that means Bond just coming in, I think. Yeah. Not sure if that actually means that, but he's coming in anyway, so. Despair also in, so we've got the 1 driver. Well, the 2 driver, I don't think 5 is on another lap, I don't think. No, he isn't. We do have someone venturing out. Or coming back in, actually, I should say. There's like lifting through there for some reason. Oh, he's invalidated as a lap, that's probably why. So we have no one on a relatively quick lap. We're on board with Neon Shocker, whose internet seems to have gotten better as we've gotten through these sessions. Not really sure how that's happened, but actually, to tell a lie, I think he's just a massive lag spike. Not as bad as it was. It's only half a bit of actually set laps so far. Anyone coming out? Spare is on his way back out. And that's him. And Brando on his outlap. Let's ride on board with the Scottish man, who I believe this will be his final full season for a little bit, as I believe I'm not really sure why, he's probably got work or something. Very sad to see him leave. Hopefully he makes an appearance a couple of times. Be nice to see him. Not the most successful Scottish driver we have here. Talking of Scottish drivers, we have the one and only Prix returning next season. Hasn't raced since, I believe, season 2 of SVOR, which obviously is SRL before the name change, so will be very interesting to see how he does. He's teaming up with Bonge, I believe, in a Mercedes next season. Cars and that are basically already been picked. People have already been picking their cars. We will have a new Discord as well for people who are either watching this and wanting to join. You can join the server we have now, but we will be asking drivers to move over. Also, Neon's car was bouncing in the pit lane before he came back out. No, that's just porpoising, you see. It's not his lag, it's just porpoising. Talking of lag, Brando looks like he's lagging. This is what happens when you talk about a Scottish guy. You just lag. He's invalidated lap time anyway, and we have no one else on track. Although we do have a Williams, I'm gonna guess it's Tom. With a Ferrari, that's fucking 5, isn't it? Yep. There we go. Stay on board with Tom then. He told you, it's amazing, isn't it? Tom's like, oh, the grades in the wall there as well. Brando, he's about to start his lap again, so we will actually ride on board with him this time. Have some offs. The car shots, I suppose. If anyone has any questions about next season, a lot of things have already been kind of announced to the drivers, so nothing's kind of secret apart from the final season we have on the next game. That'll be very interesting. Oh, actually, no, we do have something for this season. The last race at Abu Dhabi will be 100%. But I don't expect a high turnout for that one. Just due to people will probably not want to race. We see it every season, so it would not surprise me if it happens again. And we've got a bit of a traffic going on in the second sector. Brando's going to be out of qualifying. He is. And that is going to be... I don't think anyone is going to be affected by that. That is a massive hit for the AlphaTauri. Reese, I think, is on his way out now for his first and probably his only run, to be fair. I'm not sure how long's left in the session. Only 2 minutes, that'll be his one and only lap to spare, about to start his time. Tom looking to improve. 5 crown. It's just behind him on track, so we'll jump on board with him a little bit after Tom sets his first lap of the session, and he invalidates. He's got enough time to go again. Not looking too good for the Williams driver, but talking of Williams, someone else is just invalid. 5 crown moves up to P4 with that lap. Everyone is on track apart from Brando, because yeah, Christ, 100% Singapore players. No. What is Monopoly plus after. I'm probably going to bed after. Let's get on board with Bonge. Tom Clark. Oh, he's retired on track. Oh, that's the seam just about to spare. Only got one more lap to go to Sonic. Got across the line. Goes P4, knocks his teammate down. Bonge to the line. Let's see if he can get pole. He does! He's on pole position so far, but we're still waiting for his teammate, who is only just started his lap here. Despair not looking too great at the moment. Obviously no lap on the board for him. If he invalidates, that is him done and dusted for this qualifying session. 5 Crown moves back up into P4. I can only see it will be between. I mean, I think Ethan might be on another lap. He is indeed. Neon Shocker's also on another lap. Ethan might be down on his time. Not really sure where 5 is going, but Ethan is a 10th up in. Oh, I think Neon Shockers has also crashed. He has indeed. Bonge on provisional pole. Oh, and Tazonic has also crashed, and Reese, I think. And Despair has crashed. What the Bonge could be on for pole position here. But Ethan is going down the long straight now. If he gets this perfectly, he does. I'm not really sure how he's got away with that, but to the line, can he grab pole position off Bonge? He does, and it's a 108.8. A whole 10th ahead of Bonge. And, wow. Simo was probably up for a very good time there. I don't feel as bad now that everyone else has done it too. Well, at least you're not the only one so far, and probably won't be the last. We'll have a safety car within the next, well. So there we have it. CRE Ethan on pole position for the first time in SRL. Bond starts P2, Neon Shockers in P3, 5 Crown P4, Tazonic in P5, Andrew P6, Reese will be starting P7, Tom Clark in P8, Despair and Brando starting P9 and P10 respectively. And but there we go. See if anyone's picked up any. No, everyone's died. Fair enough. I will just have a look to see when we are going to be getting going again. As we now have a 5-minute break. Just waiting for Bonge to. And someone's already readied up. And someone jump in and see who did that, please. Oh, no one's actually readied up. Sorry. My bad. I thought someone had already readied up. Now don't do it now because I said it. I thought someone had did. But yeah, 5 minutes to go. There we started at 9 o'clock. But yeah, 100% at Singapore. I've always said that, haven't I? Mechanics look like they were doing the same thing, to be honest. Everyone's porpoising. Spare's just left the session, so, and I've just left the session. So that means Andrew, I think, is now host. Thank you. Thank you, Brando. Ugh. Right. Whoever's in a party with Andrew, can you just let him know he's host? So if he does crash out, not to leave, because then it messes up the lobby. Thank you. That's probably not what he wants to hear, but there's not a lot we can really do. I now need to... Oh, no, I'm still streaming. I was about to say I need to start streaming again, but I don't. That's what I was going to do. I was going to have a look at the... So Ethan on mediums, Shockers on mediums, Andrew, Tom Clark, Despair, Poststream, RSF on Hunt on mediums. Brad has gone for hards, so that'll be interesting. I think Despair needs an invite. I think. I can't confirm if he's rejoined. Could someone confirm? Kieran, can you invite Despair? I thought he. Well, I mean, everyone's still in the lobby, aren't they? Oh, there you go. Despair's back in. So no. We're carrying on, mate. It should be now. We're gonna have to get someone to, I think, set the lobby up for next week. I would say Bonge, but his internet isn't exactly great at the moment. This is Cody's, mate. Oh no. Honestly, if another game developer made this game, then it'd probably be so much better. Like, EA could, like, just take over, but I wouldn't trust EA, because they'll make a F1 Ultimate Team. Guaranteed. I mean, they have an Ultimate Team in every other of their games, so they might as well add it into F1 as well. I'll basically just be like the manager career mode, basically, but you don't do no driving. I mean, you could do, I guess you could do like 1v1s on or something. Collection should be stable now. I will just give... What's the say? I'll give Adam, not Adam. We can actually get going now, I think, seeing as it's now 9 o'clock. Yeah, we're starting. I'm going to trundle at the back. Don't blame me. I mean, it's the first time in, like, weeks it's now done that, so, hopefully it's not too much of a problem. Is the stream alright for everyone else? Just want to make sure. I don't want to be putting something rubbish on. I know. Not bad. So I believe Despair, he will be able to take control of his car once we get off the formation lap, I do believe. Did anyone change their strategy? Extreme. I also found it back onto the soft. So did Brad, he's one of the softs as well, so. The choppers lagging like there's nobody's business behind. Right, prediction just before everyone keep an eye on Neon on set. Yeah, I know. Right, prediction, who's going to be the first person out and what lap will we have a safety car? Put your predictions in the chat. and I will read them. I'll kind of move in between everyone. I want that up, there we go. Richard lap 2. Okay. 5 crowds and he just ran into the back of Neil Shaw. I don't know why Ethan is going this slowly. Probably 5 crowds is now just overtaking everybody. That's fair enough. I'll do my quick prediction for the podium. I'm going to go with... I have a feeling Reese will still win this. Bond second, and I'm going to go with Taz third. So here we go. Waiting for Havoc to get into his grid spot. I was about to say there's only 15, but then I didn't count Havoc's number. Can't give us a nice camera angle, please? I know, go away. We have 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go for the Canadian Grand Prix, and Ethan looks to have got a really good start. I think that was a spare lunging up the inside there. Race is already up into P5. So his championship is already going well. We've got a yellow as the C, who is dead. That is Richard. Oh, you nearly called it. Me, I'll crash first. I know you've gone up 2 spaces from where you started. VSC already. Who's the biggest winner so far? It's going to be Bradford. We'll go with Tyre. There you go. I'd imagine Richard may have some front wing damage. He looks absolutely fine. VSC will probably be ending fairly soon. Ethan's already getting a gap apparently. I know he's kind of keeping it, so that's fair enough. Are you back to racing, or is it still under VSC? Someone's in the pits. That's Andrew and Brad into the pits. Probably to look to get rid of those softs. And we also have Havoc. Ben's reporting Neon with missing wheels, so the game thinks he's out. Got wheels on my screen. Oh, safety car is gone. One's looking to grab a win, I'd imagine. 5 crown. And Reese getting busy behind. Still on board with Reese. And 5 not making too much of a fight there. Obviously no DRS. We're a little bit to spare getting past Tom Clark. Ethan Bond saying Leon Shock is saying the fastest lap of the race on those mediums. Bond obviously will be pitting fairly soon. Not just yet though. DRS now enabled. F1 Andrew starting to lose, obviously he's on those. He did have a pit obviously. Oh, and Tom Clark is out of the race. And that is going to be a safety car. Is going to put a halt to pretty much everything. Now it will be interesting to see what the Alpha Romeos do here, both on softs. Obviously will still go for a while. Also his wheel is sitting in the good slot. Oh Jesus Christ. Looks like Reese is trying to get a massive gap so in case Bonge does pit, which he doesn't. May indicate that Reese might be pitting. He also doesn't. I don't. 5 crown is going to be, and Tazonic is following him. That's probably not the best. The Tazonic is going to get held up quite a bit here, I'd imagine. Brando I can see probably jumping both of these. Maybe not. Richard makes his way up into P9. Simo now in very prime position to pick up some lovely points, and he could get the win here still. So I'll tell Reese not to go anywhere near Neon. Probably the best. Both of the McLarens up into P6, P7. Yeah, Tazonic hasn't really lost out too much there. The spare now right behind his teammate for next season, Reese and Despair. They're in a car. I can't remember what car they're in, but they're in a car. There'll be a couple more laps until the safety car is in. Kind of helps the soft runners actually, and that's paper streaming. Very late call time. Yeah, he's on the hards. He's doing the paper stream strat, and Brad is back in for another front wing change, another set of mediums. Not going very well for the Alpine driver, but he's back out onto track now. Aston. Thank you. Reese. Oh, I love the lag. Love it. Safety car should probably be in. Is it next lap or is it this lap? In this lap, there we go. Reese wanting nowhere near Neon Shockers at the moment. I don't blame him either. Oh my god. So many people have to pit at the end of this lap because they can't fucking stay in a straight line. Oh, I think that's Brad spun. Or he's just taking a while to catch up. I'm not really sure. And here we go. The restart. Ethan's already gone. Now he's already gone, so he can't brake and then go again. And to spare with a 3-step time penalty. Why am I not surprised? Top 5 have already got a nice gap behind them. Oh, Despair looking for a move on Reese, but oh, he loses the rear, and he's doing a metal. Pass up now onto the rear of him. Tazonic is losing places, and he has spun, I think. Oh, he's just going a little bit slowly. Bradford getting past Paper Stream. Another yellow flag. I think that's Richard has spun as well. In sector 2, should be able to get that car spun back round. Oh, Bond has gone in deep. Oh, I think he's letting his teammate through. He is indeed. A nice little thank you from Reese. Bond just coming in. I think he might have damage. Ethan setting the fastest lap of the race. Bradford making his way back up through the field. And yeah, new front wing for the Alfa Romeo driver. And there's one also coming in for another front wing, I'd imagine. It is indeed. Richard also in. And Ethan in pretty decent control. Now Reese needs to get past Neon Shockers and start hunting down. Andrew now getting past Gangster Owl. Rishima has to spare all over the rear of him, although he's going to have DRS from Neon Shockers, so he shouldn't really be losing out all too much. Obviously Reese will be pitting fairly soon, I would say, probably within the next kind of 5 laps. 5 round also gets past Gangster Owl, and so does Bradford. Gangster Owl looks to be struggling on those tyres at the moment. DRS has been re-enabled. Neon Shockers won't have the safety of the DRS. Bradford now getting past 5 ground for P8. Bradford starting to make his way through the field. Eyes up on Hunt, picks up a 3-second time penalty. Brando starting to catch up to him now. Oh, I thought Neil was about to see him into a wall then. Brando will be within DRS of RSF1 Hunt. Not really sure what happened to Bond. He's only 6.2 off paper stream. Obviously a safety car, which is probably going to happen again, I would say. And Reese is into the pits. It's a slow down in time. Here comes Brando on the other hand. Got Havoc on Gangster Owl. Now RSF1 not the easiest guy to pass. Simo should get out just ahead of Paperstream. Nope, he doesn't. Paperstream is just out ahead of him. Well, it could be close actually. Looking on the map, I think Reese has just about got ahead there. Bond setting the fastest lap of the race. Here comes Brando though. I would imagine he'd probably want to do it on this straight. Not really sure why they added a DRS straight there. Not exactly a long one personally, but we move. Brando now looking for a move here. Needs to be careful. And he runs into the back of him. So I keep an eye on all the battles that are currently happening, but this is the closest one we have so far. And Brando with the DRS. Has he got the straight line speed? I don't think he has. He looks to the inside. Brando very smart there, but I don't think he's going to be able to get the move done this lap. 5 crown into the pits. And so does Gangster Owl. A 3-second time penalty for Brad, who's currently in P7. Bond setting yet the fastest lap of the race, so that will be an extra point for himself. Back up into the points for the Alfa Romeo. Now it's only 4 seconds behind his teammate, but obviously I think Bond just playing the team game here. And Brando looking for around the outside. Oh, and RSF1 has spun. And Richard is out of the race. That will probably be another safety car. It will be. That is going to help everyone in front of them, I would say. Brad, he's about to lead the race here. I don't know, Brando's leading. This is probably going to gain a fair few positions here. He isn't going to get out in the shockers, I don't think. Oh, Despair! Oh, Despair goes off! Reese does not have to give that position back. Despair was off the track. Reese is in a net third. Would have been fourth, but Despair went off. Gonna move the wheel together now. Has left the session. We'll just invite him. Brando and Brad not coming into the pits, so they'll be hoping to go a little bit longer. Paper Stream back in. Not sure why he comes in on the second lap round, but Paper Stream does what he wants, I suppose. Ooh, Neon Shockers very close to the rear of Ethan there. Don't think he got any front wing damage. Well, Neon is in AI mode, so I don't know if he's recording an incident or not. Now he's just running to the back of him. That might have been because he was in AI, but did he pick up a warning? Have a look. Incidents. No. I've got his knee round to the back of him there though. Really? Thanks for carrying us up. Yep. There we go. Hey! Alright. Brando is gone. Oh, Ethan's retired. I think he's run into the back of someone. And oh, Havoc is also out. How did he crash? Or do you need an invite to? I don't know what you need an invite for. No, I don't want to become famous. Fuck off. Harry, what actually happened? I didn't see anything. After picking up yet another penalty. as I like getting past Gangster out. I'll show you in a second. I won't be able to watch it just yet. I'll watch it after the race, mate. Here comes Reese. Rando has now left the session. Fuck's sake, man. Where's Brando? Brando, appear online. What happened to the spare now? Hey. I have no idea what's happening. I have no idea what's happening. I need people to talk to me. I don't know what's going on. Spare has now left the session. Well, shoot, me on shock is currently going round in circles. I'm not really sure what Brando's doing. Brando might be having lag issues. Ben's reporting mass log. Doesn't know what you want to do. I mean, we can call off the race and award half points from the last racing lap. Get him to join my party, John, and we can sort out there. Stage cars in this lap. Well, I covered that now. He's taking his time to put the foot down, and I believe he is now gone. Oh, Andrew looking for the move up the inside. That's the fun hunt, getting past Gangster out. This is race for now, okay. I don't even know what happened to Despair, that he just kind of just went straight on. And kind of just hit Neon. But we are racing now, ladies and gentlemen. No issues at all, apart from Neon's car just chilling there doing nothing. And Reese starting to stretch his lead out with Brando in P2. None of these people actually have to pit again, I don't think. No one's on 18 lap old tyres, so although I can see probably people in paper stream with a penalty. Something you don't see every day. No, those cars on the track. Bonds picks up a 3-second time penalty. Naughty boy. He's looking for a move on Brando. Around the outside. Nearly tapping wheels there. Here comes Bonds. He's still looking for that move. Bonds. Not going for that move just yet though. Being patient. Yeah, be careful of the hats. Just chilling there. Here comes Bonds. Looking to the inside, and he's going to get the move done. But Brando zooms straight past him to the pits. Oh, Bonds nearly losing the rear. 5 crown. No, Bradford also in. Oh my god. Brando was AI and Despair went straight up his arse. Oh, okay. Andrew could win this race, but I think tyre wear may come into factor here. I think he's out of the way again, so... Oh, Andrew running out wide. Not got much ERS to play with. Imagine Reese is now starting to save it all, just in case there's another safety car. Can't remember what I said for my podium now. It was Reese, Sponge and Taz, I think it was. Could still happen. Andrew Marvellous DRS this lap. There you go. The house is out of the way. This drink tastes disgusting. Tazonic on his teammate though. Brando on paper string. We'll watch that actually. Got paper string. Leave that is inside. And Brando is through. That's the fun I'm picking up another penalty. Bottom 5 all the penalties at the moment. And bombs. Paper stream now. Oh, I think paper stream would cut the corner there by the looks of things. A little bit DRS on the Alpine. Takes down, just chilling. He just wants points. Andrew is into the pits, same as Bonge. Andrew going for a set softs to the end. Could be risky, could pay forward though. See if Bonge can get ahead of Brad. He does indeed, but not out ahead of Brando, who's on fairly new tyres. Andrew is come up just behind Brad though, which was not ideal. Andrew with an absolute dive bomb of dreams. Takes that out also into the pits. One's now within DRS range of Brando. That's 5. I'll tell you it's got past 5, that would explain that. Oh, pardon me. Bradford with another penalty. I wonder if Brando will fight this a lot. He did earlier. I'd imagine he'll do it again. I'm still sticking with Tazonic. Here comes Bonge. Bonge again. Tazonic picks up a prime penalty, and Bonge is through on Brando. Bonge set the fastest lap of the race. Still on for a podium here, I'd imagine, but with all the penalties kind of around him, Andrew could pick up some lovely positions here. And Bonge starting to drop. Brando now, he's now out of the DRS zone. Bonds, I would imagine he's probably going to be on, yeah, within DRS of Adam. Adam probably won't leave. He'll probably leave enough room for Bonds. I don't think Adam will fight it all too much. And Adam is into the pits. That releases Bonds. Brando actually picked up DRS there. The 5 crown hasn't lost Taz on it. Not really sure what all that was about there, but we move. It won't be too long until we see Reese potentially coming in. Probably for a set softs to the end. Nothing. I have a Discord message. Here comes Brando again. 5 rounds still within DRS. Oh, he's been really deep there. Brando now hunting down Bonds. Oh, Brando with a little bit there. Lost a bit of time there. Arsenal hunt now onto the back of Paper String. Not sure if Andrew is got a strategy on here. I don't think. There's a yellow flag. That's going to be Brad with a bit of an issue. Not really sure what happened. For some reason I thought that was Reese. I think he's just keeping it calm now. Not long to go now for him. As long as he's been on these tyres since lap 7, not 27, but lap 7. Bonds now within DRS range of 5. He's on very old tyres. These tyres since lap 10 and oh my god. Oh, 5. Never change, please. Gonna make it hard for Brando, though, aren't you? Yep. Brando probably not too happy with 5 right now. As per. And now Orange is onto the back of Taz. Bond will find his way up into P2. I have no idea who's going to finish on the podium right now. Against Dow picks up a time penalty. But it's a penalty situation anyway. Ooh. Bradford will get another one. Andrew gets past 5. Off. Oh, Andrew picks up a penalty. And Now Neil's shock as his car is now kind of facing towards everyone. Oh, I think Taz on its tyres have gone, so I think it's safe to say. As long as no one else picks up any penalties, it's probably finished like it is. But still a long way to go in this race, still 5 laps remaining. Oh, against the owl is out. Is that going to be a safety car? It is. Oh. I'm kind of getting worried about that car now, to be fair. People have to be so careful. And Reese is in. I expect a lot of people to be following. Oh, Bond is staying out. So is Brando. Andrew's also in. Brando and Bond takes the lead of the race. Everyone else is pitting. Oh, he had to wait for Brad to come out. Oh no, he didn't. Well, yeah, that happened. But for the safety car, just boot out of the way. I'll go sign lap 12. There's literally stuff leaking out of this car. Unless that's the tyre. I have no idea. Still think was Reese on close to any penalties though. Got one warning. Andrew obviously with a penalty. Got 5. He has 3 warnings but no penalties. Cheat. He's probably close to getting a penalty though. Safety car will probably be in this lap, I would say. Nope, gonna have one more. It's gonna be a late one, I'd imagine. Yep. Bit later than usual. Here we go. The last few laps of the Canadian Grand Prix. I have to give driver of the day, I reckon, to Brando. Formidable race. Obviously, he will lose potentially 2 positions here. Bond could still finish P3, but here we go. We have got away again, and Reese not with a great start. Reese still up the inside, gives him a nudge. Reese doesn't really need to battle. He's everyone around him's got penalties, apart from 5, who is now making some inroads on Tazonic. Bonds with a nice gap at the top. Five down the Bradford down the inside. Very naughty. Right, Neil Shockers is completely out of the way now, so well, sort of. I have a feeling one more thing around and it's probably going to be on the racing line, but hopefully we'll be finished by then. Oh, Brando with a penalty. Oh, Andrew with a bit of a wiggle on, Bradford with yet another penalty. Oh, it's going to be a big crash. And Andrew, I think, is still in the race. Just about. I think he's given up on life by the looks of things. Oh, that's a big shame. Bond at the moment is actually winning this race. Maybe not. Actually, he is. Oh no, Reese is now getting Brando, I guess. Brando seamlessly looking to let Reese through. Here comes Taz. My waiting host. Andrew is. I have no idea who's now host. Brando down the inside of Reese. Oh, and Taz has spun! What on earth is this, man? Andrew's pitted. And it looks like Bond's just going to come home with a win. Unless Reese can get past Brando. 5 Crown's going to come away with a podium here. As Bonds decides to ease up, I don't think he will, but here comes Reese to get it on track, and Bond just slowing down. Can Reese get it? He does, only just. And 5 Crown gets P3. And there we go. That is the Canadian Grand Prix. We will just get the drivers in here before we all die. Bond, Resimmer with driver of the day. 5. And then we have to get Reese, who is apparently also appearing offline. I have no idea who's host now, so it'll be a mystery to all of us. There we go, 1-2 for Alfa Romeo. Probably perfect for them. Would be interesting to see where this result lies, especially with the desync issues we've had. But we move. There we go. The rundown. Reese wins the Canadian Grand Prix and extends his championship at the top. Bonge comes home in P2. 5 crown into P3. Brando P4. Paperstream in P5. Absolute goat.
How's that for a number 2 driver?
Arstafon in P7. Bradford P8. Andrew in P9, but I believe he may have quit on track, so I'll have to look back on that. Thanks to Al, Despair, Havoc, Ethan, Neon Shockers, who's spinning around in circles all race. Richard and Tom Clark out of the race. Is everyone here? I think they are. Yes, they are. I don't know who's host now because I
probably me.
And oh god, I'm glad we got finished as soon as we did. I know Bond slowed down at the end. I was watching him. I saw him literally nearly die. But anyways, we will get on with these interviews. We'll start off with P3 5 crown. Good evening once again.
Good evening.
Pretty solid race for yourself. Kept yourself to yourself really, and you've done pretty well tonight. So congratulations. Just give us a few words of your race tonight.
Yeah, that last safety car saved us, like Ferrari as a whole. We were massively underfueled. But yeah, with Andre thing, Taz had a little touch on the last lap, so that's probably why he died. But yeah, it was a nice race. Didn't really know what tyres to be on. A lot of fuel saving and just trying to get to the end. But yeah, it was a nice result.
Yeah, well, congratulations. For people who can't see, Paperstream has just joined our party, so I'm sure he has some words of wisdom to speak at the end. But yeah, congratulations, 5. Solid race for yourself. Obviously, shame about your teammate, but that's racing. We go racing, you see. Yeah, we'll move on to P2. Bonge, I was expecting to kind of talk to you on the top step, but I kind of had a feeling you would let Reese get the win. But yeah, solid race for yourself. Obviously, you had a little bit of a. I didn't see what actually happened when you pitted for a new front wheel. I didn't actually see what happened, so I'm sure you can give us an insight. But yeah, pretty solid result for yourself. But yeah, just give us a few words of your race tonight.
Yeah, that was. I made that needlessly difficult for myself. I got wing damage on the little barrier under the bridge. Like you can't see it. It's behind a shadow, and I clipped that just trying to get onto the back of Ethan. Gave me wing damage. I was kind of happy to get off the softs, but then I was down in pretty much last, and it was just a recovery mission. I was just like, right, just drive best I can, try and get back up into the pack, maybe go for a top 5. But then we had all the safety cars, brought me back in, and then when we kind of got to that last point, I was like, right, I've got a penalty, Reese hasn't, and I know 5 hasn't, because my beautiful engineer John doing me wonders and keeping me updated. I was like, right, I'm gonna, as much as I'd love to have a win myself, I was just keeping an eye on the gaps, but when I saw, I don't know if it was a glitch in the Delta or it actually happened, but Reese literally disappeared from the top 5 momentarily. I was like, oh, please don't tell me he's just been murdered. I don't want that for the team. But then he reappeared, P3, went up into P2 after he got past Brando. And then I was like, right, it's about 3.5 seconds by the time I go through the chicane. I had a really bad chicane anyway, just trying not to get a warning. Because if I'd got another warning, I would have had another penalty and I probably wouldn't even be on this podium. But I was like, well, you know what, benefit of the team, Reese is in a title fight, he's going to need all the points he can get. He's now got a 2 race win margin over Clar, so he could mathematically win next week. So that's what I was kind of aiming for. I'm going to give my teammate the best shot at this I possibly can. Like I said in the Discord, he's in a title fight, I've got nothing left to gain. I'm still happy with a P2 and a fastest lap, 1-2 for the team, maximum points for Alfa Romeo, and yeah, we go team. The plan is happening.
Yeah, obviously does well for your constructors as well. You extend that a little bit more. So yeah, congratulations. We move on to the winner. Reese, welcome back in. You must be getting sick of doing all these interviews. Um, but I mean, nothing really went wrong for you, really. Obviously, you had to do. Oh, who on earth was that?
Yeah, my brother is playing FIFA, so there's going to be a lot of rage.
Has he got Ben Yedder in his team?
And then luckily he doesn't. I wouldn't allow
Oh,
that.
thank God for that.
If he had Ben Yedder in the team, he wouldn't be in here.
Ah, that's alright then. Right, anyways, yeah, I mean, had to do some overtaking near the end, but obviously those fresh softs doing you absolute wonders. Looked like Ethan had kind of controlled it a bit. Obviously, your qualifying, I saw that you kind of got a little bit distracted by a car in the wall. I think it was Tazonic, I think.
Yeah.
Obviously, probably put you off. I don't know where that would have put you in qualifying. I would imagine probably top 2, I'd imagine. But yeah, I mean, as I said, solid race for yourself. Just give us a few words of your race tonight.
Yeah, so Q1, Q2 went well. I topped them two, and then obviously the incident in Q3, which was fine. You know, it happens, especially with no ghosting. It's bound to happen at some point. But yeah, it was a good race. I had a good start, and just about staying consistent around Canada and not getting penalties, because it's so easy to do, especially the second chicane. It's so easy to cut. And yeah, obviously big thanks to Bonge. Finally 2 alphas on the podium. It was great to get both in the points last week, so double podium today. Couldn't really ask for more. Goated teammate, to be fair.
See, that's what you're giving up
shame
this
that
season by betraying me and having despair as a teammate. That's what you've just lost. Let that sink in.
But look, despair will be a changed man. We're getting 1-2s every day.
You got more chance of getting
I'm
more chance
clipping
of hitting
that.
the sum of the snowball.
I'm clipping that after the stream is finished. But yeah, congratulations, Reese.
Thank
solid
you.
race for yourself. Yeah, but apologies for the last kind of 5 minutes. Skankster Owl is apparently not wanting to ready up. So you've been staring at a black screen for like the last, as I said, 5 minutes. So apologies for that. But yeah, that is it from Canada. We go into Bahrain next week, where Reese could mathematically win the championship. I'm pretty sure if Alfie doesn't even turn up, he wins, right?
Well, it's probably just if Alfie doesn't show up and he gets a point, he wins.
Oh, there you go then. We will get like all the
Permutations.
the maths up there. That bloody word. Couldn't think of it where it was. And then we will get them posted on social media to see what Reese has to do to win his first championship. But yeah, that is it from us this week. I hope you've all enjoyed it. It's been nice to have full quality again as well. Until next week, guys, we'll see you soon, and goodbye. Oh, Paper Stream, if you want to say any words of wisdom.
If you got double-digit pins, you fucking suck big, hairy-ass fucking balls. And if you didn't finish, you really suck. That's it. That's all I got this week.
There we go. Words of wisdom